So, unlike many others, I actually was a fan of El Grande Americano. Okay? I know most people were not a fan of his. I actually liked it. I liked the gimmick, I liked the character, and I liked it when it was Chad Gable. Allegedly. Right? Once Chad Gable got hurt, Shorty G got hurt, and they give it to Kaiser, I was just kind of like, Now, some people like Kaiser or the work that he's doing with it. I was talking to my older son, and he actually prefers it to be Kaiser, which I don't. But now they're coming up with, looks like it's going to be a little bit of a faction, Los Americanos, right? Which is Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne, I actually liked him when he went by the name Butch, right? But then there was that whole thing about him not wanting to be called Butch, and he would, go crazy anytime somebody called him Butch. He wanted to be known as Pete Dunne, and to me, I was just kind of like, hey, look, on the real, man, you'll probably get further in your career with the name Butch as opposed to Pete Dunne. But oh well, I never thought he was really going to go anywhere. Neither one of them. I never thought they were really going to go anywhere. I know some people are going to say that, wow, it's because, you know what, they didn't utilize them right. That's the excuse for any and everybody, right? When they have when they have their certain fan base talking about them, like, oh, no, they would have been much bigger, had they been utilized right. I don't think either one would have gone that far. I think they would have always been kind of like mid-tier guys. So do I mind this? I mean, I don't mind it in the sense of what the heck else are they going to do? Okay, but I mind it in the sense of I was actually a fan, an actual true fan of El Grande Americano, and now it's just turning into this whole... I'm not liking it, man. First of all, I didn't really like Kaiser doing it, but since he picked it up and started running with it, I'm like, well, okay, I guess, but I'm still waiting for Shorty G, my boy Chad Gable, to come back and do the damn thing, because that's who I was really invested in when it was El Grande Americano. But now you had these two guys, and it's Los Americanos. Now, to me, man, I'm falling off, man. I've completely just fallen off. I mean, they could do some pretty cool work. It's not to say that I can't become a fan of them again. Maybe I just gotta let this play out a little bit more. I do not know how long Shorty G, Chad Gable, is gonna be gone for. But when he comes back, it will be interesting, because I'm hoping he could come back and really take a Grande Americano back, if that's even gaining any traction. In all reality, I think it's losing traction, to be real with you guys. I mean, you guys let me know. I know a lot of people hated it. I was one in the million that actually loved it. I'm like, heck yeah, let's go, Grande Americano, man. Want to get a t-shirt and all that. I was actually a fan. I think it's really losing steam. Yes, I understand the whole thing, trying to connect it with Dominic Mysterio, and hey, we're here to help you out, man, and we're gonna have some sort of alliance, which kind of makes you think a little bit, hey, where's Dirty Dom going with this? Is he gonna stick around with the Judgment Day? Is he starting something fresh with El Grande Americano or Los Americanos, whatever it may be? I mean, I guess that's probably the only real interesting thing, if that, and that doesn't really interest me that much either. Because if it wasn't for Dirty Dom getting involved and being in cahoots with these guys, I really honestly wouldn't care whatsoever. Not to say that I even care now. I really just want my boy Shorty G to come back, man, and take his rightful spot as a Grande Americano. Because honestly, you had these guys on there, and now I'm just kind of like, if they're not on TV, man, I really don't care, and I really don't notice whether they're on TV or they're not on TV. I just, coming from a fan, an actual fan, an actual true fan of what was a Grande Americano, That's it, man. I completely fell off. Maybe sometime in the near future they could do something where it captures my interest and I could come back and say, wow, you know what, I'm the biggest fan again. But as it stands right now, I just don't see it. I just don't see it, man. What's your guys' thoughts? Trucker Wrestling Rehab. Shout out to all the junkies. Catch you guys on next one.